Han, we are all here to extend our support to Han Dong on his bid for the nomination for the Liberal Federal Party of this riding, Don Valley North. I have known Han for a number of years, and actually we worked together at the Ministry of Training Colleges, Universities. He was my colleague at the ministry. Indeed, he was my colleague at the Ontario Parliament as well. Han is someone who is a very hard-working person. He has a vision. He knows politics. He knows issues. And one of the files he carried out at the ministry when we were working together was on the international students file. And he did this very well. And as a result of his leadership, as a result of his very hard work and dedication, we increased number of international students in our province of Ontario. So I'm here fully, I put my support behind Han's nomination, and I wish him all the best, and I urge everyone to come out and support Han Dong in his bid for nomination of the Federal Liberal Party from this riding of Don Valley North. And I'm 100% sure that Han is going to be the best person to represent this riding in Ottawa, as well as he will be one of the great members of Parliament while he will be serving on behalf of the people of Don Valley North in our House of Commons for years to come. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup and shishia.
Well, hi, then I want to just encourage everyone to support my good friend Han Dong. I was a member of the provincial legislature for 24 years in the area just east of here. It's called Scarborough Agincourt. And I always try and recruit the best people I can. I think that's the sign, the way probably a good manager is you recruit good people. And I was lucky to recruit Han Dong. Han worked for me for about 8 years. And the things that he brings to the job, he cares about people. And he cares about solving people's problems. And in politics, that's much of what we're about, is people bring problems, and the trick is to find solutions, and Han could do that. I used to say I think there's 2 Han Dongs because he could get so much done in a day. I always felt there were twins there. But he's trustworthy, he cares about people, and cares about solutions. As I say, I got to know him very well as he worked for me for 8 years as a very senior trusted advisor to me. He then, I retired, and he went on to Queen's Park and worked at Queen's Park, became an MPP. And there too, Han finds solutions to problems. I'll just give you a couple of little examples, but many people who live in condos know the problem of elevator problems. Well, Han did more than look at the problem. He worked on solutions that found a solution to elevators that weren't working in condos. It may not seem like a huge deal to some people in the province, but if you lived in a condo where the elevator is not working, it is huge to you. So he found a solution to that kind of problem. So I'm here to encourage people to support my good friend Han Dong. He would be a terrific member of Parliament for this area. As I say, he finds solutions to problems. He worked hand in glove with me on solving problems just a few meters away from here, so he could find the solutions to the problems here. So support Han Dong, everyone. Thank you very much.
Sharifa, would you like to do a few words?
I'm so excited to be here to see Han being nominated. I knew Han over 20 years, and he was a young liberal, which means I'm an old liberal. I've watched him grow, over the years, being active in the community, not just Chinese community, because he wants things to be done right. And it's one of the character of being a politician is that you have to be true to your heart. You have to have a good heart, because that's where you care. So I've seen him grown from a young man and also into politics. And of course, working with senior politicians and ministers like Reeser and Jerry, which I've worked for many, many years, he's get things done. And that's one of the key characteristics of Han is that he understands the liberal values and platform. He's not just anybody who's plucked from the street that, oh, I want to run, I don't want to. He's been entrenched in what liberal platforms and value means. And that's very, very important for him to represent the party. Other thing is, even though it's a federal nominations, he has been in the provincial parliament as a parliamentary assistant and an MPP. He understands it's also a local issue. It's local issues that affect the constituents of the people and the residences that live here. He understands it, and he will take care of it, and he will examine it. He, as Jerry said, whatever the challenges, he follows through. You can't say with a lot of people, but that's how he is. If he's committed, he'll find out what is the problem, what are the challenges. He'll be very candid with you with the situation, and if he can find a solution, he would do that. And I think with his background, being from mainland Chinese, he learned his Cantonese while working with community leaders and organizations. He's articulate, he knows Shanghainese, and he's articulate, and he's very good with the English language. So I think if you look at the dynamics and the constituents of Don Berry North, he is the best candidate to run on behalf of the Federal Liberal Party, and I am 100% behind him.
As our final speaker this morning, I would like to introduce a leader in our Chinese community here in Toronto, Mr. Wei. Wei Jianxiang, please.
董议员，展厅长，还有我们这个自由党的老前辈，各位朋友，大家早上好。我是董涵鹏议员的老朋友、好朋友，所以呢，我们是招舞会花论那个身边的所有朋友，全力支持他。 因为我觉得他是一个那个政治人才，最适合在这个区当这个议员。我讲个笑话，我下次见到如果这一段如果见到我们总理啊，多伦多总理，我就直接向他直接那个任命那个董议员去参选就可以了。好，谢谢啊，全力支持，全力支持。
Well, I want to say thank you to all the speakers this morning and all the members of the media for joining us. I think, Han, it's safe for me to speak on behalf of everyone to say that we are extremely excited to see this campaign launch, and we cannot wait for you to be representing us in Ottawa.
Yeah.
So I think we can open it now to our friends in the media to take some questions.